Let's see if this works. I can't believe I just did a 4-minute live and the audio wasn't even working. I'm pulling it up on my computer now to see if if it works now. Waiting. If you're on, I appreciate you hanging out. I just changed out the battery on the remote so far, so. The other video got 44 likes in that short period of time. Ron. Oh, thanks, Ron. You're the man. Trying to pull it up on my computer. I got 3 different YouTube channels that I got to manage, so I'm like trying to make sure I'm on the right one. It's weird the audio wouldn't work. I had the sound off initially. Make sure I'm on the right one. There we go. It's weird the audio wouldn't work. I turned that off there. Okie doke. Now we're good. So, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to show you guys how to change out your remote battery first, so that way you know how to do it. All right, so this is the Model S key. All right, it's got this little front port cover that it's pretty easy to take off. You don't want to mar it up. I'm using a metal flat tip screwdriver, but that's because I know exactly where I'm going. So basically I'm gonna go into it and kind of push it forward. So just in and then push it forward, just like that. See that popped the cover up? And so in there is your 2032 battery. Now this is a brand new one, I just put it in. So put the cover back on. You're gonna kind of slide it from the front back. Just like that. So that's one battery replaced on a Model S. Now let's replace the actual battery that we're here to do. First thing you do is pull the frunk up, or open the frunk I should say, and then pull this cover out. Still good? All good? Okay, next thing, remove this tray. So this one has 2 hoses attached to it for drain lines. So there's a hose on the left and the hose on the right. 2 little clips. So here's one of the hoses, if you can see that there. So there's one hose, just pull it off and set it off to the side so you don't lose it. And then the same location on the other side. And then you can take these little clips off if you want, but they just slide right in, so you don't even need to undo them. So there's the cover for that side. What year Model S? This is a 2017, I believe. But it's all the same on the facelift Model S's. So all the way up until 2020, this is all the same. Well, the battery's different on 2020. All right, so next thing we gotta do is remove this HEPA filter duct. And to do that, there's 2 little tabs on each side. Take it and pull her out. There's that piece. So this is the HEPA filter right here. This pulls your cabin air into the car, and it pulls from the front, which connects to the HEPA. And now we're looking at the battery. Do you even ride your Varg? Yeah. I actually ride my daughter's ETM a lot more because I feel like just putting around the neighborhood, it's a lot easier to just hop on that one, the little one, the ETM, than it is to get on the Varg. Like the Varg, you gotta have like equipment and be ready, you know. What's the specs on the ETC? I assume you mean ETM. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. So spec 72 volt battery, does 50 mile an hour, full suspension front and the rear. I don't know, you can look it up, ETM RTR. I don't know all the specs, but today's video is about this battery on the Model S. How much retail? I think it's like 2,500 bucks, maybe $3,000. They have a new one now, ETM RTR Lite. So that's an option too, if the price is a big deal. Okay, so now this is the battery right here. So hopefully you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Battery right here. I'm gonna make sure I got the correct one, because sometimes there's a couple different battery styles. Here it is. So this is the new battery. So it is part number 1480221-00-A, 12 volt lead acid battery from Atlas BX. Ron, you say, I'm in South Florida. I provide mobile EV charging, and I would like to add 12 volt battery charging to my services. It's a good idea. I think, you know, obviously the older cars are going to be on the road, but now a lot of them have shifted to the lithium ion batteries, at least if you're talking about EV stuff only. Pretty much everything now, 2021 plus, all has a lithium ion battery. They've gone away from the lead acid batteries. So it shouldn't be an issue anymore. If there is a problem with the low voltage battery, then there's a bigger problem with the high voltage battery because it's lithium ion now, so it shouldn't have an issue. But there's either a bigger problem with the high voltage or the DC to DC charger, you know? So take advantage of it while you can, but it should be a problem that hopefully goes away. What up, Leah? All right, let me get this battery pulled out of there. So all we got is a bunch of 10 millimeter bolts here. That was on there tight. So sometimes you can get this without taking the whole frunk off. This one looks like I'm gonna have to take it out, so it's no big deal. It's a lot easier to work with it anyways. Let me catch up on some comments. Oh yes, EV only, okay. That's cool. I used to live in South Florida. I lived in Pembroke Pines, Dania. My shoes are so cool. Are you from my daughter's stream? I can tell who the younger people are and the older people. So I've recently, so now I'm working on pulling the frunk out now. So I also am going to do another job after this. I'm not going to do the live stream, but I got to pull the front bumper off and replace one of these front sensors. So I kind of need to take this off anyways to get the front bumper off. So I'm doing some extra work. You don't have to normally do this. So I was going to say, I have been in the middle of transitioning this channel to something a little different. So it's always been kind of EV content, Tesla content, DIY videos and stuff like that. And then I started a channel for my daughter, The Real McKenna, and that channel has taken off. She's got like 28,000 subscribers. And I get a lot of people, kids primarily, because she's young, that want to see more content from me. And so I kind of enjoyed doing that. And so I started another channel called The Real W Dad that shows a lot of like the stuff behind the scenes that I do. Well, that channel started doing really well, but it wasn't monetized. So I was doing like a lot of video editing and stuff for this other channel. Your video ain't got no sound, bro. Oh, I just got a text message from one of my friends. He must have looked at the old video. This one's good, right? Let me delete that other video. I didn't even know he watched my channel. An old school friend of mine. I'm gonna just put that other video as unlisted so nobody watches it. There we go. No, I just really like cars and dirt bikes and stuff. I actually race dirt bikes and just ran past your live and seen, oh, cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, these are my I'm getting off topic here, but these are my Sperry's. They're kind of like Crocs. They're plastic. And I wear the crap out of these things. But unfortunately, they quit selling them. You can see on the bottom. This is from the Stark. All the Stark Varg foot pegs are so sharp, it puts holes in the bottom of them. So they're not the best riding shoes. Probably not recommended, but... All right, thanks for a buddy had texted me, and it kind of freaked me out, but I think he was watching the previous live that you told me about, Ron. Okay, let's keep going on this. Leah, I appreciate you stopping in on as you're scrolling through, finding me on the live. It's awesome. All right, so now I'm gonna pull this rubber piece off, toss it in here, disconnect this light in the front. Somebody said 2 hours later. It doesn't take 2 hours, but I get it. It takes a little bit longer than a traditional car. But heck, some traditional cars nowadays, the battery's underneath the rear seat. All right, so now I got that carpet out of there and it exposes all these bolts inside of here. Tata shoes. What? Do a little message to you. Get the chat engaged. All right. So now, next thing I'm gonna do, pull out this Frunk. So to do that, just a bunch of 10mm bolts. So you can take out all the bolts. You can take out all these bolts, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the back side that you don't have to remove. That's just for the HEPA filter. So I'm gonna pull it out with the HEPA filter and everything. So now that I got those out, oh, he's got these clips in here. Usually people don't have those anymore. They're usually gone. So 2 clips in the front, and use these. How much suspension work have you done in your garage? Working myself up to try arms and maybe even the sway bar. Sounds like a box of rocks and sloppy side to side driving. It's not bad. It isn't bad. I thought you were talking about the actual shocks, the actual air shock assembly, the air suspension. But control arms, all the other supporting components for that is really easy. Just getting it jacked up in the air and going to town, taking things off. Cody, you're always on. I appreciate it, buddy. All right, now I'm pausing right here because there's wires that I'm going to push through this hole. I don't want to yank them out. And so this car actually doesn't have a HEPA filter. So on the back side there, that's where the HEPA filter would normally go. But this car doesn't have that feature. So it's just a blank. All right, so now this is what it is. This is what we're looking at. Just did all my control arms, tie rods, sway bar links. Everything was pretty easy, just time consuming, right? Always learn something from you. Enjoying the lesson. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. A lot more people on than I normally have. 55 people, that's pretty cool. It's funny because there's lots of different YouTube channels, right? I'm kind of learning that. So this channel has always been like DIY Tesla stuff. I get really good watch hours because people need to watch the video all the way through to the end. And so I had no problem getting the watch hours. It was just the subscribers was just kind of slow, just kind of a slow uptick. Well, then I started my daughter's channel and the subscribers just rocketed, but she couldn't get any watch hours because it was mainly like younger kids who don't want to sit there and watch a whole video or don't need to watch a whole video. And so her live streams just take off. So I see 48 on here right now. Well, we do her live streams in the morning and there's sometimes 1,000 people on at one time. It's wild. So this chat, I can read every one of your comments, but on her live streams, like the chat is just and people have to donate. They don't have to, but they will donate on a super chat just so that we make sure that we see their comment. So it's kind of cool. I can read everybody's comment. What am I doing to the Tesla? I am changing out this bad boy right here, this lead acid battery. If you can see it, yeah, you can see it. So it's located right here. So I just took the frunk out of it. You can do it without doing this, but as I explained earlier, I got to take the front bumper off later on. So I just took it off now. Makes it easier to get to. It's just a bunch of 10mm bolts. This is the battery hold down right here. So you got a bolt that goes right here. Then you have a stud that comes up right here with a nut on it. And then you have another nut or stud that comes up with another nut. Matter of fact, right there, that goes on it. And this just holds this battery down in place. That's all. For safety purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the fireman's loop. So to do that, you do that right here. So this is the fireman's loop. If you ever seen one of those, it says cut here. So you would just cut it if you're a fireman, I guess. It seems pretty easy to just disconnect it, but if you have to get to it and use a pair of cutters. So that's the low voltage 12 volt. Yes, sir. Yep. And then on a Tesla, sorry, this is a Tesla. On a Cybertruck, it's called the medium voltage battery. Let me show you that one. So this is the Cybertruck 48 volt medium voltage battery. Significantly different. So it's got the connector at the top, so no lead 12 volt connectors at the top. Now it's just this little guy. And so as you can see, I don't think I can pick this up one-handed. Oh, so you got traditional 12 volt lead acid. This is probably 30 pounds. And then you got the 48 volt, 1 pound probably, 2 pounds, very light. And now a lot of the Cybertruck's the only one on the 48 volt architecture right now, but everything else now has gone to 16 volt, a very similar battery to this. Took my 22 Plaid in for service and had a rear motor oil leak. Anything I should worry about? They repaired it. I'd be curious to know where the leak was coming from. From one of the seals, maybe? I haven't heard of that happening. Sounds unique and a little concerning. Hey Chad, are we able to do a software update through Toolbox? My Model X won't update and will take a month for Tesla service. You don't need Toolbox for that, for a software update. You just go into your service menu and then redeploy software, and it'll just redeploy the software. So that's 48 volt battery. It won't stick. I'm not sure what you mean, it won't stick. It won't redeploy the software? Sounds like there might be another issue. How's your 12 volt? Could be an issue. A lot of times it won't do a software redeployment if certain criteria isn't met, and that's one of them. Yep, won't update. Yeah, it could be that. Who said hey? Oh, Leah. All right, let's do this battery. Now all I gotta do is remove the terminals, and we'll be good to go. There's the positive side. There's the negative side. I often hear people saying, oh, we're so nervous, I don't want to touch it, I don't want to touch it. This is 12 volts, it's no big deal. Where am I at? Are you in Texas? Orlando? Model X? No, not in Texas. I'm in Florida. Okay, let's put the new battery in. Out with the old. In with the new. Look at that forearm strength, huh? Forearm and grip strength all the way. All right. Heard the coolant pumps kick on. Hello, my name's Ken. I live in a cottage in Oregon where they made Animal House. My dad is a retired mechanic, old school. I enjoy watching your videos. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. How's Oregon right now? Cold, chilly? What do you guys do with your old 12 volt batteries? I usually stack them all up, get them saved up, and then I take them to the scrapyard. But the more I've been doing that, I don't know, I kind of get, I have mixed feelings about it. So last time I took a bunch of scrap over there, and it was only gonna be like $30 in scrap. But I'm like driving through the parking lot, and there's nails and everything everywhere. I'm like, I'm gonna end up spending $250 on a tire to get back 30 bucks. I just hate throwing this stuff away. But last time I just pulled up there and there was a guy that looked like he needed the money way more than I did. And I was just like, here you go. Here's all my metal. He was like, thank you. I don't like electric vehicles, but this is very interesting to watch, and I know all the cars are going to be electric one day anyways. Hey, that's a good way to look at it. Um, yeah, I'm not trying to sway you either way. I like both. I like gas stuff, I like electric stuff, but I definitely am pushing more towards the, the electric stuff. I got a electric ETM, electric Stark Varg. That Arctic Cat 90cc four-wheeler right there, though, I've only changed the oil on it. And I've had it since 2013. So, oil and gas, that's all it's taking. All right, let's tighten up these terminals. Make sure you don't touch other metal when you're doing this. Sometimes people will wrap their tools in electrical tape, but I don't. I just be careful. All right, so those are tightened up now. OMG. What are you talking about, King Cash? Oh, I see what you're saying now. I'm gonna go ahead and dang, I don't have to do this on an adult page, but I have my daughter's page that I manage. I gotta put you in timeout. We'll go ahead and put you in timeout for 10 minutes. Sorry there, King Cash. We're just adults here. That's funny. I spend all my mornings on the live streams with my daughter, who's, not quite a teenager. And all the kids are saying 6, 7, and they're making fun of other people in the chat. And I thought, you know what, today it'll be a nice chill guy with adults. But then I still have people like that come on. Oh well, yeah, that's the internet for you. All right, so now I'm just pushing this one back on, align it with the studs. Okay, got those bolts on, tighten those up now. How much was your bigger Stark? So that one was 12.5, 12, like right around 12,000. Used Tesla for like 20K now. Yeah. So yes, soggy tortilla. You bring up a good point, and I'd like to say it on this format. I get a lot of, so I've been in this Tesla business for now 5 years, and I'm starting to get out of it actually, because I've seen the clientele change, and the people that are buying these cars should not be buying these cars. So like you said, you can go and get a used Tesla for like 20 grand, right? But a car like this is a 60, I think, or 75 Model S, 2017 model. This would probably sell for 18. We'll call it 18. It has a older battery. The moment that battery fails, 18 grand to fix it through Tesla. Sometimes you can get lucky going to a third party and they may be able to repair some modules. But these people are going and buying these cars, they can barely afford the $18,000. And then when they get hit with the repair bill of the cost of the car, they're like, oh, this Tesla is crap. So I just don't like the way that the used car market has set this up for a lot of these people buying these cars, because a lot of them should not be buying these cars. Costs more, especially if the brain goes out. Yeah, it's called MCU, but warranty's about to run out with the 2020 Plaid. Anything I should have them look at? I don't know a lot of the, because like you said, the warranty stuff has it got those cars covered. So I don't do a lot of work on those because the warranty is covering them. So all I hear is just through forums and stuff like that, common problems. And the only common problems that I know of, you just told me about the oil leak, but the steering wheels delaminate. What else? Cameras getting water into them. So just make sure your cameras got water, don't have water in them. And other than that, no, not really much you can do. Do you like your Plaid? I really wanted to get one. Do you like your Plaid? Like I said, I really wanted to get one. I got a truck, and I don't want to lose my truck, so I really wanted to get the Cyber Beast. But unfortunately, my significant other says no way are we getting the Cyber truck. So I'm kind of stuck. I got my old truck, but I want another Tesla because I really don't like going to the gas station. So you shouldn't be buying a used EV without a lifetime battery warranty. Yeah, but who's offering up the warranty like that? Got it used 30K with the track pack and FSD for 52. Good deal. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that doesn't have hardware 4, right? It's got to be like a 2023 and up. EV Auto has it? Has a warranty? Okay. Good to know. Gotcha. Yeah, that was the other thing. I was like, yeah, I'll just get a 2021 Plaid. And I'm like, well, it would be nice to have the hardware 4. So then it's like, well, I'll get the 2023. And then I'm like, well, if I'm getting the 2023, I might as well get the 2024 with the newer seats. So it just kind of, it spirals. Sure, you know how it goes. But that's a good deal. Got it with the track pack too, because that's the carbon ceramic brakes. Is that true? Oh, EV Auto is a dealership? Sorry, I'm looking at the computer screen. It's a little bit bigger to read. Yeah, 20K for the ceramics. What's it cost to replace those bad boys, though? I'd be so nervous about that. I should get on EPC and just see if I can find them for the ceramic rotors, their parts catalog. I wonder what they sell for. Do you know, James? I don't want to get too distracted. I got to keep on my project here. But the battery's done. Put our high voltage loop back on. All right, so the next thing I would do is just start putting everything back in there. Which actually I guess I can do. I only need these bolts right here for this front bumper. And this one. I'll leave it out. No clue, I should. All right, let's do it real quick. I'm gonna get on EPC's website and see if I can find them. All right, so we're gonna go with product. It's gonna be a Tesla vehicle, and it's gonna be a Model S, and then we're gonna go with 2021 to 2025. Continue. And then let's go to rotors, brakes. 33. Brake disc and calipers. Front brake rotors. Let's see if they even have them listed. So the regular front brake caliper is 510 through the website. Oh, here we go. They have them. What do you think? What's your guess, James? for one rotor, brake rotor, front, track pack, CSIC, carbon ceramic brake service kit. Dang, those look sick. 5K. Surprisingly, not bad. It's $1,830 per rotor. So $1,830. I don't think I have any personal information on the screen. Oh, here, I'll turn it around so you can actually see it the correct format way. Brake rotor, front track pack, $1,830. Not bad. I know it isn't bad actually. I mean, it's still not cheap, but not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Don't those look sick? Yeah, so $1,830. That's cool. Honestly, I didn't know if they were gonna have them for sale. To repair. Please order this part. Only if the vehicle has retrofitted with carbon ceramic brake service kit. So that's the front is $1,830. I wonder if it'll have the rears. Watch the rears be ridiculous. Oh, so the brake pad kit. Oh boy, that's the brake pad kit for front for just the pads is $1,700. Oh, that's weird. So then the next thing it says carbon ceramic brake kit. So the whole kit is $19,500. But I don't see rear brake pads or rear calipers. Just front. The back's carbon too, right? The live just restarted, really? That's okay. I'm about to wrap it up anyways. I gotta do the front bumper next. So I'll finish it up there. So new batteries installed. Fireman loops in there. Next thing would be to drop the cover back in, feed the wires through, hook them up, put our bolts in, drop the carpet in, put the rubber trim piece on, and then put all the plastics back in. And we're done. So, thank you guys for being on. Thanks for joining. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, share it. Give me mentions. Whatever you got to do. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.